welcome back to the Dabbler's Den. It's Chris, and I'm here with another quick gear review. This is another great product put out by Compass Culture brand. You may remember I did a review for one of their cook sets. If I can figure out how, I'll put it up into the upper corner up here. If not, I'll leave it in the description below. They have started to add a really neat survival bracelet with that kit, so you might want to check that out again. This product is for a multi-purpose hand crank weather radio. This is a really neat item. I can see it having multiple uses. I tend to do a lot of camping related reviews, but this is one of those things that really everybody should have, at home, in your car, in your hurricane kit or a survival kit, whatever. There's lots of key features of this that I think really everybody can make use out of. So check one of these out. You can find them on Amazon right now for just a little over $35. So go check these guys out, and let's go ahead and go over some of the functions that this radio has. Okay, so like most of my reviews, I like to show you exactly how it comes. I do a quick unboxing of the product. As you can see, it's in a really neat box. It's got all the functions on it. It's got everything that you need to know. You know exactly what you're getting when you open the package, which I think is pretty neat. All right, so let me go ahead and open this thing up. All right, so it comes with a set of instructions. Tells you how to work everything. Pretty self-explanatory set of instructions. Comes with a Compass Culture brand card. It's got some warranty information on the back and everything that you need to know for that. So there's a Compass Culture brand card. I mentioned already that it comes with a survival bracelet. I'll talk about that here in a few minutes. And then of course we do have the radio itself, and this thing is actually very manageable. It's not very big at all. The pictures make it look a lot bigger than it actually is, but this is actually a bonus. It's not going to take up a lot of space. It's not very heavy. So to have so much functionality into a product this size, I think it's pretty awesome. So lots of uses for something like this. There are 4 ways that you can actually charge this unit. The first way is just by adding a couple AAA batteries. They're not included, but what is included is a lithium-ion battery, and you can charge those by in the back here. There's a mini USB you can plug it into and charge it up just like you would a cell phone. You could charge it up with the sun. It does have a solar panel on the top to charge it up with the sun. That lithium-ion battery is rechargeable, and again, you can charge it up with this photovoltaic cell. And probably the neatest function, if that wasn't neat enough, it does have an emergency crank that you could use to crank it up as well if you were really in a pickle. So 4 ways to actually get this thing to operate, which again, pretty awesome. Once you do get a full charge on this unit, it'll last you between 6 to pretty much 15 hours, depending on how you're using it. If you're using the flashlight, it can last you all night. The radio sucks up a little more juice, and it'll get you about 6 or 7 hours out of it if you're using it non-stop. One of the most obvious functions of this is obviously the radio. I mentioned already that it has a weather radio, a AM and an FM radio as well. The weather radio probably being the most useful. I know last year in 2016, we were in Hurricane Matthew here in coastal Georgia, and the power was out for a good 24 hours where I lived, and I know it was a lot longer in other places too. Having just a simple weather radio to be able to stay in contact and understand what's going on with that storm would have been very helpful. So one of the reasons why I wanted to pick up one of these was because of the hurricane. Anyway, so to use the AM FM radio, you would turn it on the bottom and just flip it on, just like any regular radio.
In Georgia, Brantley, Camber, and Glen, and the following marine locations, waters from Altamar Sound.
So there's the weather radio. Okay. So yes, it works. It works very well. Got a nice little speaker there. You've got the off and on, the volume. You've got your tuner. If you were using AAA batteries, there's a spot here for you to switch it over to the AAA battery versus the ion battery. Pretty neat function to keep that separated. For the flashlight, there's a button on top right here to turn the flashlight on. It's a very bright flashlight. It can be used for lots of lots of things. Also, there is, on top of the solar panel here, there is a reading light that flips up too, so you can use it for reading. I'm sure that lasts a long time. These are all LED lights, very efficient. There's also a emergency SOS function on this. When you flip this switch, everything goes haywire. The flashlight starts flashing, it starts making a beacon buzzer. This will be great again if you were, maybe on a hike, you got hurt, you needed somebody to find you right away. Let me quickly turn this on. I don't want to, alarm the whole neighborhood, but let me quickly turn this on just so you can see the function itself. So, as you can see, there's lots of use for something like that in an emergency. On the back of the radio, right where you charge it, there's like I said, a mini USB for charging like a cell phone. And then there's a regular size USB so that you can charge a cell phone. So again, multi-purpose here. I'm sure that power bank in there will charge up your cell phone really quick. I've been in a few camping situations where we had no electricity, and to charge the cell phone we'd have to turn on the truck and leave it running for a while. Not with one of these, not with one of these power banks. You go ahead and charge it up, plug your phone in, and within a very short amount of time your phone will have a full charge, because that's probably the most useful emergency piece of equipment that you can have today is keeping that cell phone charged. So something like that is a really good thing to have. Okay, so I mean that's it. There's lots of different functions, lots of very unique functions to have in a radio this size. Something again that I could definitely use when I'm camping, if I'm out in the boat, or in an emergency situation. Having something like this in a hurricane kit would be, just keep it charged, and it would be a fantastic thing to have. And not just hurricanes. If you're on the West Coast, you've got to worry about earthquakes. We got tornadoes in the Midwest. So there's lots of reasons why everyone should have really one of these radios in their house somewhere. Keep it charged, and then everything should be good. And even if you lose a charge, like I said, 3 AAA batteries will get this thing cranking up, right as soon as you get those batteries in it. So, lastly, again, I did want to talk quickly about the additional. Compass Culture brand started to include these in pretty much all the things that they sell. Their cook kit, this, and it is a survival bracelet. I already have one of these. My wife picked one up for me just to keep when I keep it clipped onto my hunting bag. I don't think you can get enough of these. This one here will probably get fastened to my steering wheel in my truck. As many of these as you can pick up and just kind of clip them on everything. You can obviously wear it as a bracelet. I'm not really a big bracelet guy, but I could definitely see connecting it to all kinds of things that I would be using and where it might be helpful. It's got a compass on it, kind of fitting being Compass Culture brand. It's got an emergency whistle on it, to get somebody's attention if you're hurt. And then it also has a fire starter that you can use to get a fire started. So, and then on top of that is all the paracord that comes with it to attach everything. So this is one of those things that really, you really can't get enough of. So the fact that they include it with the survival radio is a pretty neat bonus, in my opinion. So check these guys out. Again, Compass Culture brand on Amazon. Just type in their names, look up their emergency radio, and for $35 for the amount of peace of mind that you're going to get out of a simple piece of equipment like this is definitely worth it. So check these guys out, and thanks for watching, guys.